Hello, everybody. This is a demo for Project 2 by Group 2. Here we have implemented a RIDE application for users who want to raise a request to other users in a particular chat room to get a ride from them. So let's say we have two users over here in our two emulators. One is Jane Doe, another one is John Doe. So let's say that Jane and John both are in the same chat room. So now one user can send a request to the other users in the chat room to get a ride from a start to a stop point. So let's say our user here on our left, that is Jane, wants to send a ride request. So on clicking on the button, there will be a start and stop location field that need to be filled in order to create a ride request. So let's say that our user wants to go from uh, Milton Road to Patel Brothers, and they send a request. Now, upon sending a request will be rendered to the other users. In our case, it was John. The rider name, start and stop location will be shown, and a preference for accept or reject will be there. Let's say our user presses on yes. So when the first driver clicks on yes, a list will start getting rendered to the rider, showing the drivers who have accepted the request. And at any point of time, the driver can pick one rider can pick one driver from the list. So let's say that our rider picks John Doe. So upon doing this, an activity will be started where the ride will begin, showing the driver location, showing a polyline from the driver location to the pickup location. Our ride will end when the driver reaches the pickup point, and for the rider, the driver name, start and stop location will be displayed, and for the driver, the rider name and the start and stop location will be displayed. So let's say that we want to begin this ride. So we want to go from the driver location to this pin location that we see. So the way we can progress is that uh, we'll try to use our maps over here. So let's say that our driver went to this position. We'll set the location, and now as you can see, the driver location got updated with the polyline. Next, let's say our driver goes to this location. We set the location, the driver location will be updated, and for the driver and rider both. And let's say now they end up here. Again, an update will be made next year. So every time we are updating the location of the driver pin is changed to that point, and the path between that point and the pickup point is calculated, and the polyline is set accordingly. Next, let's say our driver went here. Then they went now let's say they went here. So now you can see, now what we want to see is that whenever the driver enters the proximity of our actual location, the ride is going to get completed and it is going to end. So let's say they come on Milton Road and we save the location. Now the since we were at our destination, the ride was completed and the ride ended. So this is the main ride activity that can happen via this app. Another feature of this app is that a user can share their current location. So let's say, in order to do so, we need to click this button that you can see over here. Upon clicking this button, a screen will be shown to the user which will mark their current location on the map. And after seeing this location, our user can either choose to not send the location by pressing the back button, or if they click the share my location button, they'll be brought back to the chat room and a message will be sent with a link to share to view the user's location that was sent. So let's say that our user over here wants to see the location that was sent by our user in the simulator. So we click on my location, and an map will be shown saying that this is John's location at this specific time, and the location will be shown on the map, and the location is clickable. If you click on the icon, it will show you that this is the location for John. This is for giving the live location. Some additional features that I would like to show over here are that whenever a ride request is made, let's say a user wants to go from Baltimore Hall to Patel Brothers and they send a ride request, the user has an option to respond no to this request. If the user is, if the rider if the driver says no to this request, the ride is going to be rejected, the driver will be brought back over here. Now the rider will keep listening for acceptances of this request for 30 seconds. If within 30 seconds they don't get a response, they will be taken back to the chat room activity. As you can see over here, no drivers said yes, that is why we were brought back. Now the same functionality that is available for the same functionality that the driver can do by saying no, there is another alternative to that. If the driver does not respond to that request within 20 seconds, the same thing that we just observed will happen, the ride will get rejected from the driver's side. Now our driver or rider can cancel the ride even in mid progress. So let's say that we have a ride and our driver first responded yes to this, and our rider selected this driver, and a map was rendered showing the driver and the rider. But now let's say that a driver chose to delete this, chose to end this ride. So upon clicking the back button, he'll be asked, are you sure you want to cancel the ride? If they say no, they'll end up on the same page, the ride will continue. However, if they say yes, the ride will end for the driver and the rider both, and they'll be brought back to the chat room screen. This is it for our demo for our ride app. Thank you very much.